Connect's tunneling systems are mobile tunneling factories. Not only do dispose of excavated material. One major feature of this TBM concept, mechanical rock support is already available 4.2 meters behind the cutter head. This early support is necessary to prevent collapse and to secure loose material, even in solid rock. During the cutting cycle, the TBM is work area at the tunnel front is available for person to machine. The so-called L1 work area between the gripper shield and the gripper shoes was carefully designed as a secure workplace. This area provides for rock support and has a ring erector, 2 independently operating anchor drills, and a wire mesh erector. Shotcreting is performed in the L2. A maximum of high expectations regarding wear and tear resistance and long-term performance. The steel have a 17-inch diameter and a maximum capacity of 267 kilonewtons. The excavated material must be continuously removed without interruptions. From the rear of the all over the world and are successfully accomplishing mission breakthrough.
They can be flexibly modified to the respective geology of the tunnel line, since they combine gripper principle and segment lining in a specifically coordinated process. Part of the tunnel boring machine, the so-called tail skin, reinforced concrete elements are installed. The drilling equipment has proved successful under all geological conditions. A breakthrough mission always requires
under the protection of the shield. The stability of the face is ensured by a filter cake placed ahead of it, formed by the bentonite suspension under slight overpressure. A compressed air chamber behind the submerged wall makes it possible to precisely regulate the pressure and thus, in contrast to the bentonite shield in the case of the drive torque and cut down wear at the same time. The foam is injected into the soil ahead via nozzles installed on the cutting wheel.
Here you can see the old, rather short pipeline ending at low depth in the harbour. As a result of the weak current, a pipeline to the onshore shaft, from where the new sea outfall pipeline shall be jacked. The shaft is usually located in the coastal area, which protrudes furthest into the open sea. As the pipeline itself is planned to be 1.4 kilometres, can wash it away from the coast and the city. The recovery of the machine will take place at the reception pit, 1.4 kilometres away from the onshore shaft. Herrenknecht micro-tunneling equipment is perfectly suited for rock and mixed soil conditions under groundwater. This onshore shaft was constructed with sheet piles. It is approximately 8 meters deep with an inclination of 8 degrees. Behind the cutting wheel. The material is picked up in the slurry circuit and transported to the separation plant through the slurry discharge line. This line passes through the machine and the jacked pipes up to the surface. In the separation plant, the excavated material is separated from the water. To keep the jacking forces of the jacking frame as low as possible, the so-called intermediate jacking stations are used during this long-distance pipe jacking. Every intermediate jacking station only jacks a section of the pipeline, so the required jacking forces can be kept at a low level. With this method, it is possible to realize long distance. It is located 25 meters below the water surface. A barge is positioned above the arrival point of the machine and is kept in its position by mooring lines and a ship. At the arrival point, a reception pit of approximately ship docked to the barge. A part of the soil covering the machine is excavated, the rest sucked away by a scuba diver and separated in a settlement tank on the assembles a crossbeam to the machine. 4 hydraulic cylinders are installed in the rear part of the machine. To separate the machine from the first product pipe, the hydraulic cylinders are extended. The recovery itself can begin. And put on a frame on the barge, which returns the tunnelling machine to the harbour. The diffuser itself consists of prefabricated reinforced concrete units. These are lowered into the reception pit and connected to the pipeline. Afterwards, the pit is filled up. A depth of approximately 25 meters below the water surface is sufficient. The pollutants are rapidly washed away by the currents near the sea bottom. A large quantity of seawater is available